Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone. My name is Rosnita Hazlin. Today I want to
Next, I will continue for the trace lamp and alarm circuit. The function of trace lamp and alarm circuit is to identify the circuit of the system and connection of alarm and lamp of the frequency converter and the testing cache, which is also called testing room or cell cache. And as we can see here, this is the schematic diagram of the warning lamp and horn. The auxiliary terminal lamp and horn is connected to the cache system. In laboratory, every cache has their own alarm. It is for double safety for students and people that involved in laboratory. And lastly, as we can see here, this is the full schematic diagram of the terminal lamp and horn. Uh, this circuit only use 4 pin, which is pin 7 is the common of the potential free contacts. Pin 8 is the switch potential free contact for the red lamp. Pin 9 is the switch potential free contact for the green lamp. And lastly, pin 10 is the switch potential free contact for horn. That's all from me. I will pass to Hafizuddin. Thank you.
Okay, the slide shows the schematic for interlock system. Circuit operations. The interlocks works with a dual channel operation, so it will monitor the discrepancies time between two contacts, and it has a cross short detection to prevent connecting the two circuits together in a fault case. Okay, next is circuit operation in the lab of high voltage interlock to the sensor system. As we can see, this is the flow, how the interlock system is operate with frequency converter. The description for interlock in high voltage. From the interlock connection at the frequency converter kit, it will connect through control room. Then, from the control room, it will connect to the sensor door sensor. After that, if the door on the control room does not lock properly, which means the sensor is normally open, the control room will detect the right sign and the frequency converter cannot be operated. Then, if the door is locked properly, which means the sensor is normally closed, the frequency converter can operate well. Next, the indicator will turn on to green and the testing to inject high voltage can be operated. This interlock used to monitor the door to the high voltage part of the system and for safety purpose. Okay, after that, we continue to trace emergency stop button. Okay, as we can see on the slide, this is the schematic circuit for emergency stop. The emergency stop works with dual channel operation, which is 01 and 02. So it will monitor the discrepancies time between two contacts, and it has a cross detection to prevent connecting the two circuits together in a fault case. This schematic circuit is similar with the interlock system. Okay, next, This is the description for emergency stop in high voltage. Okay. By pressing the emergency button open, the two output contact and the input contactor of the kit FC cabinet. So there is no voltage at the power output from the frequency cabinet. Okay. This emergency stop button is operated to avoid unwanted incident when doing an experiment for safety purpose.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. My name is Rosnita Hazlin binti Ahmad. Today I want to give explanation about trace power cable circuit. For trace power cable circuit, the three phase have to connected to 1, 2, 3 and the PE is for the ground of the input cable. If input cable provide a neutral ground, then this can be connected to N, but it is not needed. The picture is for trace power cable circuit. For input protection, there are varistors between the three phase and the PE. A varistor is an electronic component with an electrical resistance that varies with applied voltage. The varistor, also known as a voltage dependent resistor (VDR). The varistor it has a non-linear, non-ohmic current voltage characteristics that is similar to that of diode. The term is only used for non-ohmic variant resistor. The next is trace grounding system. Ground switch always switch to grounded position. When software is HV off and power off, it always undergrounded when software is HV ready or HV on. The second point is, ground switch does not replace the functional safety of an earth root. Always have to check that live parts are grounded correctly. For this slide, I attached a circuit for ground switch, grounded position. System grounding means the connection of Earth's ground to the neutral points of current carrying conductors, such as the neutral point of a circuit, a transformer, rotating machinery, or a system with current limiting device.